going on? Uh, Ready to talk some Batman. I had to have a week off last week. I was like totally exhausted and pooped out. And I was like, I think I just need to go to bed. But we, there was so much that dropped. Mostly video game stuff, not a lot of toy news. There was some stuff from McFarlane, which we will absolutely get into, but I do want to talk about some of this video game stuff because it's kind of fun. Let's get some music going. This way I don't feel like I'm talking into the void. All right, chat. Ready? Ready to talk some shit? Let's talk some shit. Let's talk some shit about a video game none of us have played yet. But before we get rolling, I just want to say hi to everyone who's coming in and hanging out. Derek Hoover, you got a fever. Make sure you're getting checked. John, your Kaba, part 4. Thank you for being here. IDW cover artist, John your Kaba. I want to point that out. Steve Lawrence, howdy, sir. Bankman to San Diego, hello. Flash 739, Toy Art, Gotham Stalker, my best friend and yours, Matt Bush, Bacon McShig, video games. I'm not really much of a gamer, I'll be honest. Don't really know much about it. But that they dropped that whole thing with the Suicide Squad. It was John your Cable will probably know. I think it was like a PlayStation reveal party of some sort that they had online, and they showcased a lot of stuff that's coming out. It was like this, it was one of those. It was like when Disney Plus does their like, hey, check out all this stuff that's coming. PlayStation did the same thing. Not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping they were gonna show some stuff for Wolverine. They didn't. I'm gonna have to wait. I think that game is still a long ways away, and it's probably not coming out till next year, and so be it. That's life. But yeah, until then, they revealed a ton of stuff on the Rocksteady Suicide Squad game, and I'm a huge fan of the Rocksteady games. I love the Arkham trilogy. I could pick some stuff apart for sure, but I love playing those games. So I was very excited when they announced this. And then I remember when they announced the title called Kill the Justice League, and I was kind of like, oh man, are we really doing like more evil Superman games? So I was already exhausted. And then they showed it, and that's exactly what we're getting. I just really want to play superheroes as superheroes. Even when it comes to my fighting games, I want my superheroes as superheroes. Kayla, what's going on? And that's what I wanted. And then they were like, well, you know what? I'm gonna hang tight, and eventually they're just gonna show us some gameplay on this. And once I see kind of like the gameplay and what they're doing, I will make my judgment. And I watch the gameplay. Let's see. Maybe I can find some videos on it. We can talk about it while we watch it. I was a little kind of like a little bummed out because it looks beautiful. Here we go. Official gameplay trailer. What else we got? I don't know how I felt about it, to be honest, because it kind of looked, because everyone's kind of floating in the air shooting, and I was like, this looks like I'm watching somebody play Fortnite. I'll be honest, I don't know a lot about Fortnite. I'm not gonna say that I am some Fortnite expertise person. I have a friend named Abigail Gardner. She's a very adamant Fortnite player. Let's see here. Oh, let's mute that. All right. I'm going to just share this. We can talk kind of about it while we do it. All right. So, dude here, everyone, I'm pretty sure everyone is from Quebec, because this is or at least from France. I don't know where Rocksteady's from. It seemed like everyone spoke French. And that looks like Tara Strong. Straight up. That Harley Quinn looks like Tara Strong. Yeah, see, here we go. Don't give me heel Superman unless he's at a bar flicking peanuts. Exactly. Right? And Johnny K-Bomb on the exact same page as you, Ryan. I'm tired of superheroes gone bad. I play the Suicide Squad game for sure, but why bad heroes again? Absolutely. Right? And I think, yeah, here, I think John kind of explains it too. I think my biggest grievance, most people seem to have all these characters with cool weapons and moves in comics. They all just have guns. Yeah, that's why I was saying it feels like Fortnite. But the character animation, all of this looks absolutely gorgeous and stunning, right? You know, the voice acting and all that stuff's going to be really, really good. So I really don't hate it, I guess. That looks like Tara Strong. Holy nuts. That looks like Tara Strong. Oh, looks like Ryan Hall, y'all, is also live with some breaking news on the weather. So anyone down south, if you're watching, hope you're also paying attention to what's happening outside. I hope everyone's being safe. Yes, here we go. Toy art. Should put them against the crime syndicate. Absolutely. That would have been perfect. Thank you. Yes, Bacon McShig. Heel Superman only goes on a kayfabe World's Finest covers and Lois Lane covers, right? Those old 1960s, those mid 1900s Lois Lane covers. Absolutely. I'm with you on that. But here we go. We got some of the gameplay here. And again, it's just a lot of jumping and floating and shooting. And but again, like, Metropolis looks beautiful. Like, they seem to really kind of gotten it. And again, this game's beautiful. I just don't know if this is for me. I was hoping it would be, but it's looking like it's not. I'm probably not going to get this on pre-order, and that's okay. But I guess, again, they're showing all the people that have worked on it, and they got all the spokespeople and stuff, and I really, really hope that, I know when the internet starts dogpiling on you, I really hope they're still proud of all their work, because it does look beautiful and has every right to be. But I want to hear from the chat too. Like, is anyone pre-ordering this? You can guarantee Todd McFarlane's going to be making toys of this. And is there anything that you saw during this reveal, not just of gameplay, but even like the customization, the costumes? Because it looks like we're getting, like, you can have classic Captain Boomerang. So obviously they're gonna have classic Harley in there. They might even have different sharks. They might do the Hammerhead shark for King Shark. So I'm super, super curious to what's all going to be in here. But I'm curious, like, is anyone pre-ordering this? Is anyone going to what? And if you do plan on playing this at some point, what are you most looking forward to? Right, look at that Gizmo. Like, again, so these character designs, like, for a video game and for Rocksteady, I think this is super, super well done. I'll definitely, if anything, I'm going to get the art of book of this video game. And I think it's going to be just awesome. I think toy art here, right here. He's like, kind of reminds me of Bayformers a little bit, but that's kind of Brainiac's modern style, though, a little bit too, right? So, and again, too, like, this heel Superman, I'm not into it. I would love to play a game where you, like, if they wanted to do a game like this, where you are floating around and flying around and be Superman and use your heat vision, use that for shooting if you need to shoot, right? Like, I don't know. I just feel like there's so much you can do with a Superman game. Even, like, look, if everyone's thinking Superman's too powerful, and, like, how do you do the flying? How do you do, like, all the superpowers, the strength, all that kind of stuff? What if they, instead of having it take place like a modern Metropolis, why not do a game where it's 1940s Superman, the Max Fleischer style Superman, that Joe Shuster and Jerry Siegel style, where he just leaps tall buildings in a single bound. He wasn't flying. right? He was leaping. Even when you watch the Max Fleischer cartoons, he's leaping. So why not? And then what would be fun with that too? You could take that era, that 1940s era, and you could have like a 1940s style Metropolis, that Art Deco. I know everyone's going to be like, but that's just Batman animated series. Well, guess what? Batman animated series was based off Max Fleischer's Superman. So why not just do that? See, check out all this customization. This is super cool. This is fun. Like, I mean, I want the classic costumes at the end of the day. Because I usually played Arkham Knight with the blue and gray Neil Adams style suit. But look at that. That's fun because that's from the comics. Like, these are cool. Anyways, sorry. Let me go back on my Superman. I want a Superman video game rant. Make it the 1940s, and then you could do like a 1940s style Superboy. Do a 1940s style Supergirl. So if you still want that this 4-player action that they got going here, you know, have it in there. And you could throw in a 1940s Crypto. I mean, I don't know how 1940s you can make Crypto look because dogs haven't changed. So I guess there would be that. But a 1940s style Supergirl would be a lot of fun, right? They'd have that like a triangular shield. It'd be super fun to do, right? Let's see. John's keeping me busy tonight. Thank you, John. Thank you for being here. I still think Superman Returns game got one thing right, is having the health bar be Metropolis as opposed to Superman himself. That's not a bad way to do it, right? Not a bad way to do it at all. And if you needed to at some point to give Superman an actual health bar, have it for when he's facing characters like Metallo, who deal with with kryptonite. And you have characters that are actually that are kryptonite based villains. So Brainiac could be who else could be? I'm trying to think of so there's Metallo, Brainiac, and probably even Lex Luthor's suit, right? But I mean, I think all of that is all fair game, right? All these videos are so short. Let's pop this one on. And so I totally with you on that. You could give Superman a health bar, and at other times for other missions, it's Metropolis. You can easily switch that around for sure, right? And John Urkeva, again, thank you, John. Thank you, John. They should do some sort of leaps tall building Superman in present day and make it a game covering the origin of the DCU Superman Legacy Superman. I've got my own predictions on Legacy Superman. And I think we can get into it tonight if you want, but I wanted to make it an episode for when Lexi gets back. Lexi is almost moved in and ready to go. I'm hoping that will be next week. Please. And I really hope she's back next week because I really want to talk about it. Toy art, Zod and Co. of the villain cult from Kandor in Dark Knight Rises Master Race. Yes, DK, Dark Knight Rises. That's all I see now. Thank you, Craig. I blame Craig. John Yakeba, health bar would also work for Parasite, constantly draining Superman's energy. Absolutely. And how cool of a boss villain would that be too? So if you want to have leveled a powered down Superman, as it were, especially if you want it for certain levels, have it so you're dealing with Parasite throughout the level, and maybe you can't fly, and you have to start figuring out how you're going to get somewhere, right? It would be so much fun. Ian J, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. I have not played this game. I did not know it was hated. I got nothing to add. You know what? Nobody knows. Nobody's played it. This game's not even out yet. And they just did the review on it. They just kind of released footage on it last week, Ian. That's what we're talking about. And you know what? People are just being people on the internet, complaining. I don't think it's that bad. Again, I don't know if this game is necessarily for me, but I honestly, like, when you think about what is the hottest game still right now, it's Fortnite, right? So if you're going to make a game, you know, make it look like Fortnite. Have it appeal to those players and bring them on board, especially in something that's multiplayer, and see, you know. So I don't see why not. And I think they've, I honestly, I'm still struggling to really see the overall, like the hate. That's how people are, I guess. However, again, like, it's not for me, and I will probably try this way later, or my curiosity will just get the worst of me because it's you know, you get to play Captain Boomerang and King Shark, and I mean, that to me just sounds like awesome. Toy art. A powered down Superman was a thing in the Man of Steel comics. Yes, I'm reading those right now. I think that was the only way Byrne could make him a relatable comic. Make a relatable comic for him. You know what? He's not the only one that's had to do that, so that they felt they could write something interesting. And I always find that there's still a lot of people that tackle Superman that think Superman can't be relatable. You know, and I understand sometimes he's been powered up way too much, and sometimes he's been powered down way. He's either way ranked up or he's way too nerfed, right? Sometimes we get a balance. I don't mind a powered down Superman. You know, he doesn't have to be, blowing out stars like a candle. I think that's how they put it. This also looks like Destiny. Yes, right? Could be really. You know what? This game could end up being super fun. I think that's why I think my curiosity, like, the more I'm talking about it and just kind of watching this stuff, I'm getting more and more into it. So, you know, I'm probably gonna end up getting this. I might not get it like right away unless they do announce some sort of like insane pre-order bonus. So if they do that, I'll probably end up just being a sucker and going for it. Can't help it. I love my superhero games. Right? And Rocksteady hasn't steered me wrong yet, so I don't know what to tell you. So I'm gonna give those ones a chance. Let's take a look here. But yeah, that's it. I just want to see what everyone thought of the game. Thought maybe it was just me. Right? E&J. What? You can't relate to a guy who can turn back time by flying around the world a few times? Happens to me all the time. It's not the powers you relate to. It's the man. Right? Can't help it, won't help it. Nice. Thanks. John Yerkaba. I think if you start with him as a flesher power levels and see him grow and progress, the power-ups feel earned as opposed to just meeting him at max power. Absolutely. That's a really good point. Yep. Bacon McShig. I don't really get the Fortnite comparisons, to be honest. Dude, I don't play Fortnite. I could be completely wrong. It looks more like a firearms heavy Devil May Cry or something. Oh, actually, Devil May Cry is actually a really good comparison to how it looks as well. Good call. Because that I've actually played. I can be like, oh, I know Devil May Cry. For those of you who don't know, before I got into movies, I worked at Capcom. It was okay. It's okay. I have a lot more fun doing this. That's for sure. Hang on. Let's see if I can find. Let's talk some toys. Y'all down for talking some Todd? I know I am. Oh, by the way, anyone who ordered those Mezco's 1989 Batman, you're getting charged next week. So, heads up on those. Let's talk some Todd. Oh, I want to say hi to Randall. I don't think I've said hi to Randall yet. Hi, Randall. Yeah, it looks good. Burns Clark made me like the book. He made Clark the man, not a buffoon or a fop. You're correct. He did do that. And I think he still, like, if any of you have not watched any Max Fleischer Superman, it's all available on YouTube. And it's all like in HD as well. Like, it's all cleaned up. It looks nice. So if you haven't watched those, I don't know what you're waiting for. Like, those are great. And that too, that Clark is not a buffoon. Like, he's not goofy, he's not silly, he's a little nerdy. And Lois does pull one over on him every once in a while. Here we go. I want to talk Titans. Don't really get to talk a lot about Todd McFarlane on Toy Anxiety. I'm kind of like the only big supporter of Todd. Within the four of us, Jake and Abby don't really care. Craig kind of cares, but also kind of doesn't know, and that's okay. That's okay, right? He doesn't have to know everything. But I love these figures. I cannot wait. But hang on, I'm gonna talk about Superman here just a little more with the chat before I dive right on in, because I think everything you all have to say is important. John Yerkabis, speaking of relating to Superman, the new issues of Superman and Action Comics are fire. He's using an emoji there, and I have my highest recommendation. Dude, these are selling out locally for me. I cannot find them. I have to now officially trade wait. Toy Art All-Star is one of the best Superman stories ever. Agreed. And I just got charged for my G.I. Joe Ultimates. Ouch, dude. Baby Yoda Mees. Yo, dude. Happy premiere at midnight. Happy midnight drop. Had a lot of fun on watching that first episode of Mandalorian Season 3. On last night's Extreme, you were about to say why the Batcave Command Center didn't come out right after the Dark Knight collection. So why did the play set first come out with the Batman Returns line? Great question. I kind of forgot I got cut off. That happens a lot on Toy Anxiety. There's four of us, and we all have an opinion. So the Batcave Command Center, it was originally listed. I have the Toy Fair catalog for that series, and I have the little booklets that came with it. It was originally supposed to be part of that line. It was supposed to be the first one, and they just held off for the toy. Like, by the time it was going to come out, it would have been the Dark Knight collection line, but all of a sudden they were already pumping out and getting ready for Batman Returns, so they just held off and they waited. I'm just glad it even came out, but there's pictures of it. Maybe I'll save that for another episode, baby. I'm glad you brought this up, because now if I can find some high def photos from it to kind of put up on the screen. They did have the screens. So you know how on every different version of the Command Center, it's all relevant to whatever it is. So that one all had Joker's goons and Jack Nicholson and Vicky Vale and all that kind of stuff. So heads up, they did. And I love talking about those old Kenner toys. Such a gorgeous cartoon. Agreed. Maybe we'll throw one of those on tonight. That Capcom aside sounded very PTSD. That bad, huh? That inspired the Batman animated series. It certainly did. And they talk about it. They're very open about it. Paul Dini and Bruce Timm, Alan Burnett were very open about that. Derek Hoover, Toy Talk, because damn, I need some superpowers advice. Oh, does one bite the bullet and get a Brainiac with a bad arm for display, or do you just go all in and wait for a functional one? Hey, you got a good deal on a Brainiac and you're just looking to display it? Screw it, man. Get the broken arm one. Whatever. As long as the arm is still attached, then yeah, right? It's your collection. You do what feels best for you. And heck, you might even just be content of just having, if it looks good in your collection, if it's in good condition outside of that arm, it looks good on the shelf, you have no plans on playing with it or taking it off and squeezing the legs, dude, go for it. Follow your gut. Who knows? Because it's a broken arm, you might get an even better deal on it. So yeah, let's do it. He always punched energy race. Dude, Max Fleischer Superman, the best. When I was at the DC Comics archives, they had some of the original pencils from the Max Fleischer Superman framed on the wall, and I did take a picture of it because I was like, I can't believe I'm seeing this in my brain. My actual eyes is looking at the pencils from Max Fleischer Superman. Insane, right? And it's crazy to think that, like, what is it? I gotta find out what year it actually came out, because we could be at year 80 of these cartoons, which is insane to me. John Kava, this is also your reminder to watch Superman and Lois on HBO Max. The 3rd season is about to start on CW, and it is peak live action Superman. Oh, that Beast Boy is sick. Yeah, he's the Build-A-Figure, John. So you get those 4 Titans, you get a Beast Boy. But we'll get into the other Beast Boy in a second, because we're getting 2. We are getting 2. Randall, yeah, I just glued the arm on Brainiac like I had to for Plastic Man's left arm. Dude, so yeah, I need to get a new Plastic Man. Just because mine's just like, my arm is like, it feels so fragile, and I'm like, and I brought that up with like Geek Dad Jay, and he was all like, oh no, mine's fine, like, and he gives me shit about my Eternia. Like, screw you, Jay. You talk just as much shit about how great your toys are as I do. Okay, Ian J, you guys almost had me bidding on a Kenner Batmobile last night. I still will, but I had to hold back for a moment. Yeah, dude, always take a deep breath. Don't let dude, and the same thing happens to me. Like, I will watch Fun Boxing Sundays with my buddy Paul when he's doing it and he's unboxing all his hot toys, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm gonna buy a hot toy today, and I have to like take a deep breath, stop, reflect, think about it, right? Think it through. Derek Hoover, Joel, you just saved me lots of money. My wife thanks you. Well, happy to help. I love Beast Boy Lesnar. That's toy art for sure. I love it. Smoked Ham. Hi, everyone. Hey, Smoked Ham. Thanks for hanging out. We're going to talk to Todd. Bacon McShig. Feels wrong that we're getting Donna before Starfire. Dude, we're getting a comic accurate Donna before we're getting a comic accurate Wonder Woman. Black Canary. Hawkwoman. You name it, right? It's insane. This is the world we live in now. Right? What are we supposed to do? Between this channel and Toy Anxiety, I'm buying Batman figures. It's a deep hole. Dude, just go elbows deep. Have fun with it. I think that's the one thing about the Batman figures from the 90s and just even currently, even with what Todd's doing, right? Like, there's so much cool Batman stuff, and you can just have your pick. And you can cherry pick. If you are a completist Batman collector, I want to know where you live and how you store them and how you display them, because that's insane to me. Absolutely bonkers. But I would love to, I'd love to see what you like, see how you do it, right? But yeah, cherry pick. There's so much cool stuff, from antifreeze Batmans to, deep dives. Be your own deep dive when you deep in that hole, right? Randall, I just got the Adventures of Batman Blu-ray today. Filmation goodness. Nice. Yes. I was lucky I got the entire Superpowers collection. Cyborg has lost its 9, but still works fine. As does the Batcopter. Very nice. And congratulations on getting a Cyborg, sir. And Derek, no shit, I forgot. Dole has me getting hungry for Kenner Bat shit. Yes. Everyone eat up. We're all collecting Batman now. It's a bat hole. Nice toy art. Yeah, I keep McFarlane in the box, so I prefer the ones with no Build-A-Figure, because the bad ones are the big ones, I'm gonna assume. The big ones are so wide. Dude, and the same way with before Marvel Legends, when they had open window plastic packaging, I felt the same way. When they did the big figures, all of a sudden it would be like the figure, like, kind of, you saw mostly the Build-A-Figure. Stephen Lawrence, I too was looking at some Dark Knight Collection Batman Returns toys. This is so definitely inspiring me to pick up at least some on card that I had back in the day. We're gonna have to do an episode next week. If Lexi is still not back next week, you know what? I'll take my collection off the wall and let's let's go over some Kenner Batman. Let's talk about it. Let's do some breakdowns of all the different command centers. Maybe I'll get Craig in here. I know he's been dying to talk about that. He's been wanting to do a video about the Batman command center, but I think he's waiting to find one. Who knows when that'll be? You know Craig, right? But you know Craig, he'll get one. Ian J, I don't buy any McFarlane stuff, but I did just buy all the Dark Knight and Kingdom Come Batman. So yeah, Ian J, guess what? And all the Batman 66 stuff, you now buy McFarlane. Baff, build a fig. Oh, I see what you're right. Sorry, Bat. Derek Hoover, that damn speeding bullets Batman has me all cuckoo bananas. So I don't know. I only need one kidney. Oh, dude, I know. I'm with you. Back Guano. Yep. What is this? Why does Guano sound so familiar? If anyone gets that reference, thank you. Randall. Hang on. Click on there. Yeah. Kenner made the best Batman animated series figure ever. Kenner, why did you leave me? Dude, and you know what? Here's the... I agree. But also the DC Direct ones, hard to top that stuff. Goth Soccer, I already knew what you were saying before I clicked on this, and I'm doing it anyways. I will take his collection off the wall and dust the shit out of it. So after that toe anxiety where it was like, because they're all on the top, so it takes me forever just to like go through this and dust, because as you could, I don't know if anyone ever, you can't really see it. So it's hard to notice, but like every 3 weeks, I have to like pick a section. So each kind of like Sunday, each section gets some attention. And I realized because I'm so focused on this area behind me to make sure that it's not like collecting dust, I kind of forgot about all the stuff that's up here and that's high because I'm not looking at it and then looking down on it to see that it's dusty. So when I took that off, I was like, oh, this is not good. So since then, I've just go through and dust the top. So I'm always ready, sir. John Yerkeba, I have one McFarlane Robert Pattinson the Batman figure. Vengeance. I love it. And I have other McFarlane DC characters too, but I am picky. Same here, John. My money is staying in my pocket. You guys are too much. Dude, I'm picky too, but I'm definitely getting all of these Titans for sure. Guano. They have Guano. Late but here. Oz. It's fine if you're late, as long as you made it. Make a big shake. Still mad I never found the McFarlane Asbats. Oh. Okay. I think I still see that. I really wanted that for my Batman Menagerie. I like how that sounds. Definitely not going to pay up for the Matt Effects ones. I should see. I might be able to... Hang on. I swear I've seen Asbats around here. Not too long ago. Canada's a different beast. Right? And Oz, yeah. Don't forget to tap that like, folks. Like talking toys. Like talking Todd. Like talking shit about video games. Movies. Old cartoons of the 40s. Give it a like. Why not? Right? Ace Ventura. Yes, Ace Ventura taught me about Guano. Me too, Matt. Me too. Who says these movies can't be educational? 18 people are like, yeah, come on. Help me out. EJ, speaking of Asbats, I got the Mass Effects one. See? And then you just went for it. I'd love to start getting into Mass Effects. All right, now that I'm caught up with the chat, when I start going, I start going. Yeah. These figures look so good. I hope they look this good in person. And I love that they just stopped putting pupils on the characters so they're not longer doing side-eye. Now, do I wish, you see the card in the artwork? Do I sometimes wish that that's what it looked like as opposed to these glasses? They did the mask? Yeah. But I mean, the figure still looks good. But yeah, you can't display it like this. Just Arsenal. Couple of feet. Not my jam, but yeah, look at that Beast Boy. He looks so good. I think that's cool. Look at that. But I think Geek Dad Jay was griping about, like, he looks like he's got diapers. It's like, dude, just pose him correctly and he won't look like he has diapers. Come on, Jay. You know better than this. Right? But look at that. Good face sculpt, good paint. Like, this looks like it has a good paint job. Right? Finger stripes. I'm down. Right? Leaner body. I kind of wish the Superpowers figure had the leaner body, but I'm not going to look gift horse in the mouth. Right? I think it looks good. This, to me, best figure in the bunch. Right? Donna looks so good. They absolutely nailed it. And here's the most frustrating part is that, these women look so good. Right? Like, she looks so good. So why aren't you making more women? Clearly, your sculptor had a really good time. So do us all a favor. Make more women. This one too. I kind of wish it was the figure on the card. Whatever they decided to choose for whatever reason, I guess so be it. However, I'm still getting this. Great figure. Absolutely awesome. Right? And there's all the big photos, right? That looks so good. Where's the other one, right? And then you can get order the gold label, Walmart exclusive. I know exclusives suck, right? And then you can get your other Beast Boy to go with this too. So if you need that regular natural sized, when he's not transformed into a beast or whatever. But yeah, here it is. I'm really hoping that they do a Cyborg to go with this and Starfire. I still think there is room for them to do another wave of superpowers. Always room to do more superpowers of Titans. So even if this one is a Walmart exclusive, and even like, and they're doing Ravens, so now you can put Starfire in the other one, and you can put Jericho in the other one. Another Deathstroke. What's his name? Why am I blanking? Something Blood. Oh my God, chat, help me out. But throw him in there too. Right? It would be so good. I keep wanting to say Brother Blood. Am I right? Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Toy Art. Tara? Yes. Are you guys doing trades in here? Brother Blood. It is Brother Blood. Okay. I was losing my mind. Thank you. Jake Stevens, my boy, from forlomdezagas.com. Is this a Quantumania deep dive? It is not. Do you want it to be? Do you guys want to talk some Marvel? Do you guys want to talk about the Marvel Legends that were revealed today? We could do a monthly Marvel. I'm all down. I am all down. I didn't really get a chance to talk about Marvel Legends today. I called Craig for like a hot minute and was like, yo, dude, that team, they do no wrong, right? Let's see here. I need to... There we go. Apologies, folks. Let's see here. Okay. Now this, to me, shill that Marvel. Thanks, Jake Stevens. But yes, as Derek Hoover said, DC Direct missed the mark on the Perez Air Titans. And yes, Brother Blood, thank you. Dr. Octopus and Aunt May 2-pack. This is the perfect 2-pack. As far as I'm concerned, if you're going to put Aunt May in a 2-pack, it has to be with Dr. Octopus. For those of you who don't know, these two used to even date, which is incredible. And the only thing that would make this better for me is if this was Olivia Octavius and May from Into the Spider-Verse. It's the only way it could be better. I want an Olivia Octavius Dr. Octopus figure so bad, or a hot toy or something. Please, someone, make it for me. God damn it. right? For real. But this Aunt May is great. Absolutely great. The bendy arms, and I like that they even said backwards compatible. So if you got the Dr. Octopus that came with Silk, you know, you can change it up. But this is great. This is great. This gives me hope that we're gonna get Mary Jane in the yellow sweatshirt, which was horrendous. But this Aunt May is great, and I love that they did this. And my buddy Tyler was already kind of like sending me sad comments. He's like, dude, you got Aunt May is like a sad comments goldmine. And I was like, I'm sorry, if this is not the one you're most excited for out of this 2-pack, like, and I get it. Yeah, Dr. Octopus, bendy arms, he's got the animated series suit on, blah, 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 blah. If you're not excited to be getting an Aunt May to be going with your like J. Jonah Jameson, your Peter Parker, your Mary Jane, and your Gwen Stacy, like, let's get Robbie Robertson, let's get Betty Brant, and let's get Flash Thompson. And because Peter Parker, more than pretty much any other Marvel superhero I can think of, has the best supporting non-superhero cast than any other Marvel franchise or Marvel brand or Marvel character. Like, prove me wrong. Tell me someone who's got a better supporting non-hero cast. You can't, right? You gonna tell me Captain America does? No. Iron Man? You gonna tell me that Happy and Pepper are better than Mary Jane and Flash Thompson? Come on! So when you're making these characters, you're getting J. Jonah Jameson, you're getting Aunt May, right? And I'm always more than happy when they make more Mary Janes. Like, please, do. Make more. Make tons more. Give her every outfit. Give me a formal one. Give me everything. I love that. Give me a pregnant Mary Jane. Do it all, right? Let's have it. And, you know, so give me all of that. And I'll buy it. So anyone to me, I feel that is complaining about this Mary Jane, you are a fake fan, or not Mary Jane, Aunt May. Even if you're complaining about any of these civilian characters, if you're complaining about any of them, you are a fake fan. You do not deserve this figure. You don't deserve the Dr. Octopus. You don't deserve to buy Marvel Legends. Stick to your MCU bullshit and leave the sacred scripture of canon storytelling that gave us all of these to begin with. And let us have the comics and let us have these toys. And go buy something else. Because these are for us. These are for the true fans. I love it. I love it. I love this figure. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that Ryan Ting fought for this figure for years and we're finally getting it. So that said, to me, this was like one of the best figures. And that's like, I'm so excited about it. Let's get into the other stuff because I know we'll do this all in Toy Anxiety, but we all know I'll get interrupted at some point and I won't really get to say what I want to say. So here we go. As they were announcing the Ben Reilly suit, the new one from Beyond, Spider-Man Beyond storyline, 3 trades. Now, this is what's crazy is that Ben Reilly suit, that Chasm suit, the Miles Morales new suit, and the modern Jessica Jones and Elektra Daredevil are all costumes that came out last year. Right? It's like these are all new costumes. Look at that. You want me to shill? These are my boys. That's my best friend, Ryan Ting. How do you feel about that? Look at that. So now we're going to go there. They showed off all these figures we all saw before. Love me some Guardians. Now here we go, right? Look at those eyes, right? Beautiful, nice, big, white eyes, right? A slightly off-centered spider. Beautifully painted on webs. Sorry, I love this stuff. I love this stuff so much. These guys nailed it today. It got me so excited. There's Chasm. This is and Chasm's one of the big characters happening right now in the in comics. It's a mini series called Dark Web where Chasm teams up with Madeline Pryor, which makes me now even more mad that the rest of y'all did not back that bloody car, because now we're not getting Madeline Pryor, and now I don't have a Madeline Pryor to go with my Chasm. So mad right now. Anyways, that's my sad comment for the night. This is such a cool design, right? How cool is that? And he looks like Halloween Spider-Man. We all love Halloween here. If you're watching me, then we all know you love Halloween. And how great is that figure? It's so good. So good. Right? Again, I'm always going to have a soft spot for Miles. Miles, to me, and I think I've said this before on this show, Miles Morales is the relatable modern day Spider-Man. You can sit there, you could be a Parker fan all you want. I still love Peter Parker. Love him to death. But to me, Peter Parker, he's your dad Spider-Man. He's your grandpa Superman. That's me. I'm Grandpa Spider-Man, right? I'm all about Peter Parker. But this is the Spider-Man when I want to read about like stress and angst and dealing with like family and alter egos and all that fun superhero stuff. Miles is the man right now. He's had the best comics, the best stuff in years for Spider-Man. And I think they keep trying to get Spider-Man to be Miles Morales when he should just be with Mary Jane, having a kid, doing family stuff. Have him be family Spider-Man. Let Peter Parker do that. We were all ready and amped up for it in the 90s. And then they took it away with that Mephisto storyline. Also, another reason why we should have been getting that goddamn HasLab car, and everyone failed me. Thanks. But you know, this to me is like I love this Miles. And there's one thing that Spider-Verse did. And yeah, I'm going to just like talk like it was my idea, because I love that movie so much. But I love that they like gave him that like the hoodie, the Nikes, and now because of that, we're getting now Miles, like any kind of costume updates he gets, he's got his own style, his own look. It's not just a tight spandex. He always looks slick, right? It's that to me, like that's why I think Miles is like super special. He is his own Spider-Man. And, you know, right off the bat, you look at him and you go, that's Miles. Like, even when you saw this new costume, without even looking at the title, you were like, that's Miles. 100%. Right? I think that's what makes him so special. Anyways, I digest. Right? Here we go. More Ben Reilly. Look at that. Look at that. God damn, guys. We're buying this. All of us. We're all buying Miles Morales. We're all going to start a Miles Morales collection. And we're going to be just all living our best lives with Miles Morales on our shelf. Can't even imagine. Right? 90s. So here I am. And I was geeking about this earlier about how I wanted more modern Marvel Legends. And not like modern as in like modern toys. We're getting those. But I want more stuff based on the modern comics. They're giving that to us with this wave. And they did that for us for a X-Men wave as well. But you have to throw in some nostalgia gems because they know that we are all addicted to nostalgia like it's heroin. We inject this shit like we don't even use a clean needle. We just inject nostalgia willy-nilly. We don't care. And this is another case of it. Rose, right? Kingpin's son, gangster. He was a big deal in the 90s. I always remember, I always think of Steve Skorsky's art of Rose in the 90s before Steve Skorsky went off to go do the storyboards for The Matrix. That was his boy right here. Love it. Love it. Eat this shit up. I cannot wait. I'm so stoked that they're making that figure. Oh, a little bit of... We don't want to talk about Jessica Drew's booty. That's usually up for controversial topics. But again, we get the modern costume, right? One that she just debuted last year. Like, this is so cool. I love the black and red. It suits her as well as it does Miles, but she looks so good. And again, once you see that black hair, the triangle on the forehead, you know it's Jessica. And now we're getting into the Chip Zdarsky's Daredevil run. We did get that Daredevil 3-pack with Elektra, Bullseye, and Daredevil. And that Daredevil will go very good with this Daredevil, which is also Elektra from the latest run. Cannot wait. Absolutely love this figure. Again, this whole wave is an instant buy. They did not say, did they say who the Build-A-Figure was? Do we know? Crotch shots too we're getting. But anyways, Tarantula. Another big 90s villain, right? 80s, 90s. He's just, I think the first time I have his first toy that they did for Toy Biz with the spider trap line where it came with like, do you remember the ghost trapper ghosts that were like, you open them, you step on the tongue or whatever, and it spring loads? They had a Spider-Man series like that where he came with spring-loaded traps. And this was one of the figures, Tarantula. I think Wasp was in that line. 2 different Spider-Men. There's our Aunt May that we dreamed about. Look at that bowl cut. What a dork. Those are some nice long tentacles too. We all know we love tentacles here. Avengers. Let's get into some Avengers. Thanos Copter, thank you for hanging out. I see you there in the chat. We're doing our little monthly Marvel segment. We're going to go over some Marvel Legends. We did some Todd earlier. We did talked some shit about the Suicide Squad video game. So if you decide you want to come back later and check that out as well at another point, let's do it. Let's do it. Right? So hang on. Let me just see here. Yeah, the Flash. Next episode of Toy Anxiety, when Craig starts talking about these figures, step away and tell him it's old news to you. Well, it will be. It will be. All right. Let's do this. All right. I remember that. Yeah, right? Derek, who remembers that line I'm talking about? Probably seeing. Yeah. I love the old Toy Fair reveals and Wizard. Big deals back then. But let's get into some of this year one, Mark 1 Iron Man. Holy crap, does that look cool. That's the coolest I've ever seen that costume. This is a great 2-pack as well. I haven't seen a Bruce Banner Hulk I almost said Hulk Hogan. Woo! And, haven't seen a Bruce Banner Hulk 2-pack like this since the Toy Biz days as well. And that was a long time ago. That was for the whatchamacallit. That was for the Incredible Hulk animated series, and the little Bruce Banner actually fit inside the Hulk. He had a little slit in the back. Right? Look at that. Removable glasses. Just in case. I was kind of hoping the Bruce Banner would have like a screaming head that had like shades of green in his cheeks. That would have been kind of cool. But you know what? I'll take it. Loving this too. Thor with a beard. Destroyer armor. Oh my gosh, look at this. They're going crazy, guys. This is and isn't it like the X-Men 60th anniversary this year too? So like they're going all out. Now this Hawkeye with the Sky Cycle, insane. This is insane. Now, my first thought was, and I'll be honest, because I love Hawkeye. Hawkeye is my boy. And I was like, why are we getting another classic Hawkeye? I'm still sitting here waiting for that David Aja style Hawkeye, which, yes, I do realize it's just a t-shirt and jeans, the occasional purple hoodie. I get it. I get that's what it is. However, I want that toy. I just want it. Just someone, come on. Somebody get me a 3-pack of Kate Bishop, Clint Barton, and Pizza Dog in that David Aja style outfits. And have them come with the coffee art. That'd be amazing. I would love that. Please, someone hear my cries. But regardless, this classic Hawkeye looks amazing. And this Sky Cycle also looks amazing. This is so incredible. The only thing that kind of also irks me about this, right? Because this is my, here we go. Here's my sad comment. Cue the piano. The only way you can get the Sky Cycle is by getting Hawkeye. They're not selling the Sky Cycle separately, which kind of bums me out because I would easily get 3 Sky Cycles just on their own for Hawkeye, Black Widow, Captain America, and have them like cruising around. And for those of you who don't know, this, like, you see the little tripod thing that it's on? This is the same kind of style of tripod, but bigger, that the speeder bikes from Star Wars came on. So you can actually like flip them on the side. So one can be lower, one can be higher, so they all have different like levels of how high or low or what kind of angle you want your Sky Cycle at. So this is the coolest. I love this so much. And I love the clear bubble, the windshield. This is so cool. Man, look at that arch, man. Dick Grayson, eat your heart out. Right? This looks so good. And now we're getting to more 90s, that nostalgia. For anyone that got that Walmart exclusive 90s Black Widow with the short hair, gray suit, and bomber jacket, these 2 are for you. Right? You need these. Right? Black Knight. Circe? I'm trying to remember. I remember her and Scarlet Witch had very similar costumes at the time. Oh my gosh. Why am I blanking? Because I'm on live. If I wasn't live, I'd know exactly. I would just be like, yeah, that's so-and-so. Again, great photon, right? Okay. Maybe there's a better picture. That was like blurry and gross. These are so good. Here we go. Secret Wars, Doctor Doom. How cool is this? We all love Doctor Doom. We're all Doctor Doom fans here. We almost called this show Doctor Doom Tonight. And I love this figure. I think this is super cool. The only thing that I wish, I think the only thing I wish that he had was like the little like shield disc with the, whatever that you change. Why am I blanking? Can't think of anything to say. Where's Cheeseburger? See, Hasbro's getting some love. Yeah, dude, it's funny. I lean on Hasbro when it comes to Star Wars. Marvel Legends team, they can't do no wrong. I am such a sucker for them. Because I just love this stuff. I love these characters. I love the comics. I love the history. And it just gets me so excited. And it really, man, Todd's doing great. Todd's bringing us superpowers. But I'm not going to lie, when I sit there and I think about what would these guys do if they had DC? If this team had the DC license, what magic could we see outside of actual female characters? And look at this Black Widow too. The hair draped in front of the face, that belt, the articulation. Like, they're already taking their female figures to the next level, and we can't even get female figures, period, from Todd. So it just gets me so frustrated. But then you see these, you go, these are perfect. These are so good. Right? She looks great. I think I have every Black Widow they've made. Outside of the X-Men, and I know I always say, Dole, stay in your lane. You're just collecting X-Men now. Then they do shit like this today, and I go, well, I better make room. I better make room for all these bloody new Avengers I'm getting. Because I also love Black Widow and I love Hawkeye so much. Right? Right? How sweet would it be? Yeah, like Derek Hoover said, how sweet would it be if we got Secret Wars figures but in Legends form? Right? Even at the clip-on Wolverine. Dude, and identity shields. Thank you. Right? Dude, I'm with you on that. 100%. And again, that's nostalgia, right? Taking over, consuming us, eating us alive, right? Bucky Cap at the hour mark. Oh no, I don't know if I'm going to make it to the gym now. We're too deep. We're too deep, right? The Bucky Cap, I'm glad they're coming back out with him. Did not see this one coming. I'm trying to think of the writer's name now. Starts with a B. Brubaker. So when he was writing this Captain America, with the return of Bucky, Winter Soldier, leading into this storyline, the death of Captain America, all that stuff, so good. I'm really happy. I have that whole run, and it's a lot of trades, but I got that whole run. Folks, if you have not read it, you're looking for like good Captain America comics to read, good Bucky stories, just good writing. It doesn't matter if this is like close to 20 years old now, this story. Ugh, I shouldn't have said that. Just go back, read it. That's the great thing about these comics. You can always go back and read it. And I tell you what, a lot of them still hold up. This is one of them. Get it. Just go get it. The art's amazing. The writing's amazing. You'll be hooked on it. It's so, so good. Speaking of older storylines as well, Secret Invasion, Super Skrulls, right? Super Skrulls and just Skrulls hiding in plain sight. This is amazing. You give us more Jessica, man. Give us more Jessica figures, even if she is a Skrull. Just do it. Give us all these figures. I think this is so cool. I love that they're going back and doing some of this stuff. Like, it's so much fun to me. Right? And maybe they're getting ready for... Is Secret Invasion come out this year? John Yerkaba, I know you're in the chat. Let me know. And I know you're very excited for Secret Invasion, the Disney Plus series coming out from Marvel Studios. But that's still this, right? Gosh, I don't even know if I watched the last trailer. Right? Oh, look at these. Oh, Super Adaptoid. Look at that. Huge. That's the Build-A-Figure, right? Like, that's insane to me. That now they can, because they have the windowless packaging art, that they can just pump out these giant figures, which has me going, well, I think it's time for a couple giants. I think there's a few giants, comic book style giants, we could use to go with this, right? Not everything has to be Hank Pym, right? Give us Goliath too. Give us the Hawkeye giant man where he's wearing a loincloth. Could you imagine a giant man wearing a loincloth walking over top of you? Like, God damn it, Clint, knock it off. We get it. We get it. You're proud. Right? Look at that. This is... These are so cool. It is so hard to not be excited about these. Right? Combo. Dude, okay. So, sorry I haven't really been looking at the chat. I've been looking at these photos. I'm just so excited. Bacon McShig, Combo Man, or get the fuck out. Dude, okay. So that is a callback to some 90s ads if I ever heard one. That is amazing. Go buy some 90s comics. Go check out what he's talking about. Right? But again, folks, this was such a fun morning. But that's it. What about NFL Super Pro? God damn it. I'm not a tall man, but most men in loincloths would be giant men in loincloths. That's okay. Fair enough. But that's it. That's been our monthly Marvel. That's been our Talkin' Todd, and went through and broke down some video games the first half hour. For you guys next week, if I still don't have Lexi, let's do an actual deep dive on some Kenner Batman goodness. Let's get you all... I know we're all hyped for the Flash movie, which we shouldn't be, but we are. And let's I guess how Kevin would put it on toying around, let's enable each other. Let's get hyped for some collecting Kenner Batman. And I mean, yeah, I'm sure the prices are going up, but guess what? There's a lot out there, and it's easy to find. So let's do that next week. Let's break down the 4 movies of the 90s. Let's do some Legends of Batman. Let's do some Batman animated series. Let's just go into some Kenner Batman. And next week, and you know what? If we go over an hour, go over an hour. Let's just we'll go through everyone's questions and we'll do it. However, if Lexi's back next week, we're gonna put that on hold. She has yet to talk about all this James Gunn stuff. She's got feelings. We kind of talked about him at a toy show a couple weeks ago, but I can't wait for her to return. So with that said, thank you for being here. Chris, you got here right at the end. But that's okay. Hopefully you watch on the replay. We had a lot of fun tonight. We really got into a lot of different toys. And I'm always happy to talk about this stuff and collecting. And you know what? Maybe I guess now is technically March. We're going to say this was February's monthly Marvel. But how about we do it end of the month, last week of this month of March, we're going to do another monthly Marvel, and let's deep dive into some 90s Toy Biz. So if we're going to do a deep dive on some Batman, let's do a deep dive on some Toy Biz Marvel as well. And let's just get right into it. And how far we've come from what we got then to what we're getting this year from the Marvel Legends team. So we'll get into it. So thank you everyone for hanging out. Thank you everyone for joining me and talking toys and gaming and all that stuff. And we'll talk movies at some point too. We'll probably get into it next week when we break down some Toy Biz and some Kenner, right? Gotta get into all that good Batman stuff. But yes, have a good night everyone, and thank you for hanging out.